Day one of the 2026 MLB Draft gets all the primetime TV coverage and the $1 Million Flash. The Chicago White Sox locking up shortstop Rock Chalowski at number 1 overall, or the Tampa Bay Rays grabbing Grady Emerson at number 2 makes all the headlines. And if you want to know my thoughts on that after you get done watching this video, I'll leave the link posted for yesterday's video that I did on my day one winners and losers. But let's get back to this. But if you want to know which front offices actually know how to build an organizational core, you don't look at Saturday, you look at Sunday. With Major League Baseball shifting the start of day 2 to the 5th round this year, the entire dynamic flipped. In previous years, rounds 3 and 4 allowed teams to reset their boards overnight and hand out their massive overslot deals to sliding high schoolers. Moving day 2 to round 5 meant front offices had to absolutely be surgeons. With their remaining bonus pools, no more safety nets or anything of that sort. Today, we're breaking down the absolute winners and losers among MLB front offices of day 2 of the 2026 MLB Draft. We aren't looking at generic team grades. We're looking at the cold hard metrics, the spin rates, and exit velos, and raw leverage plays. Thank you guys for coming and joining. I'm El Medio del Norte, JK Reacts, and let's get into this. Don't forget to hit a like, share, and subscribe before you head out. Thank you guys. Our first massive winner of Sunday afternoon is the Washington Nationals. Mike Rizzo's front office walked into day 2 with a clear objective: buy elite foundational data traits that other teams passed on due to medical or defensive volatility. And they absolutely nailed it in the 5th round. With the 138th overall pick, the Nationals stopped the slide of Miami third baseman Daniel Cuvet. Let's be honest, Cuvet was tracking toward a potential first-round profile before a stress fracture in his back cut his junior season short. The Nationals looked right past the medical chart and looked directly at the data. Cuvet is a literal rubber band in the box. He has a short load and an incredible direct path to the ball, and generates elite wood bat track record. His bat speed gives him a legitimate 70 grade raw power that plays to all fields. Is there some length in the swing? Yes. Is he a candidate for some strikeout variants? Absolutely. But in the 5th round, landed in a middle of the order power bat with an advanced foundation for high ISO, which means isolated power. Slugger is a massive heist. The Nationals followed that up by hunting floor college production throughout the middle rounds, keeping the signing costs suppressed so they can confidently drop a heavy chunk of their pool money on ensuring that Cuvet signs on the dotted line. It's an analytical masterclass in maximizing value. Our second major winner is the Miami Marlins, who pulled off an absolute shocker of day 2. In the 8th round, Peter Bendix and his front office looked at pick number 230 and drafted Japanese mega prospect Rintaro Sasaki out of Stanford. Sasaki is a legendary name in amateur scouting circles. He hit a record 140 home runs in Japanese high school before bypassing the NPB draft entirely to come play college baseball in the United States at Stanford. He possesses the kind of raw, earth-shaking left-handed power that completely changes the dynamic of an organization. His maximum exit velo routinely clips north of 115 miles an hour. Because Sasaki went in the 8th round, it means the Marlins worked out the parameters of a creative bonus structure behind the scenes. Miami's front office didn't play it safe on Sunday. They recognized that the current Marlins system desperately lacks an elite true grade power anchor, and they used the 8th round pick to grab a guy who has top of the scale raw power. If the bat translates to professional wood, this type of pick will define a front office's legacy. Now let's flip to a team that took a massive high-risk gamble that lands them in the loser column for day 2 flexibility. That's right, our first loser is the Texas Rangers. The Rangers spent Sunday afternoon chasing a premium collegiate arm talent that had already entered the transfer portal market, most notably targeting left-handed pitcher Will Whelan in the 13th round at pick 387. Look guys, I get it. On paper, Whelan looks like a modern pitching lab dream. He has absolutely been destroying the Cape Cod League this summer with a .50 ERA for the born Braves. But the underlying metrics on his horizontal movement and sweepers are beautiful, but this is the problem. Whelan has immense leverage right now against Texas. He had just committed to play for the South Carolina Gamecocks out of the portal on July 2nd to be their presumptive Friday night SEC ace. By drafting him in the 13th round, the Rangers don't have guaranteed slot value to offer him. They are forced to cannibalize their savings from rounds 5 through 10 to give Whelan a number that coaxes him away from the SEC spotlight. If Whelan decides to stick to his college commitment, the Rangers completely wasted a 13th round pick. If they do sign him, they're likely to overpay, squeezing their ability to sign any late round prep flyers. It's a resource drain strategy that puts immense pressure on a single day 2 arm. Our final loser of day 2 is the St. Louis Cardinals. Look, I understand this strategy the Cardinals deployed on Sunday by moving day 2 back to the 5th round. St. Louis panicked about their bonus pool flexibility. They spent the back half of their Sunday draft targeting low-ceiling, low-spin college seniors who will sign for next to nothing. While that technically guarantees you can sign your day 1 picks, it leaves your farm system completely starved of upside lottery tickets. While other teams in the NL Central were using rounds 11 through 20 to draft high school projects with elite athletic traits or pitchers with 3,000 plus RPM spin rates who slipped due to signability, the Cardinals were playing accountant. The modern MLB Draft rewards organizations that take calculated risks on day 2. By drafting profiles that lack distinct plus-grade underlying metrics, the Cardinals walked out of Sunday with a safe draft class, but one that drastically lacks the dynamic ceiling required to keep pace in a division filled with elite player development systems. Now, guys, I get it. The reality of the MLB Draft is nobody truly knows anything until these guys spend 3 years inside a complex. But based on the optimization of bonus pools, the extraction of raw data traits, and the raw courage to make splash picks, day 2 showed us exactly which front offices are playing chess and which ones are playing checkers. Drop a comment below. Did your team hunt for 115 mile per hour exit velos like the Marlins? Or did they play it safe like the Cardinals? Let me know who you think won and lost the day. Hit that subscribe button on the way out and turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload. And I'll see you on the next one. El Medio del Norte, JK Reacts signing out. Thank you guys.